So in September of 2020 was my appointment with my first neurologist since being diagnosed with dystonia, and this also happens to be my current neurologist. My assessment, there were a few things that she noted that other neurologists hadn't. One was when I walked, my left arm didn't swing. And I never noticed this, but yeah, when I watched myself walk after the assessment with her, I'm like, wow, yeah. But I didn't think much of it. The other thing she found was she examined my tongue. She had me, stick my tongue out, and I have a pretty bad tongue tremor, which again, I didn't know that either. But yeah, it's still there. And again, I didn't think much of that. We discussed possible treatments for dystonia. She mentioned there was Botox, there was some other pills or medications that I don't remember. What she recommended was that I go on a levodopa or carbidopa-levodopa trial. And so I started that after the appointment the following week. And basically you take a half pill 3 times per day. And you increase each week a half pill until you find the dosage that works for you. During my trial, I was starting to kind of think maybe, this wasn't the medicine for me. But I actually did look online and did some research and found that it does take time. Sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it's the higher dose before you see the benefits. So I really kept patient with it. And finally, when I went up to 3 pills per dose, I started seeing marked improvement. I mean, I felt better. I was walking better. I'm like, yeah, this was the dose for me. So I knew at this point that either I had dopa responsive dystonia, which is rare. It usually starts in childhood, but there are cases where an adult can get it, or it waits until you're an adult. I mean, you probably always had it, it just didn't show. Or I have Parkinson's. So my next appointment was in March of 2021, so there was still some time between the appointments, and I had to wait. But still, I knew that we were closing in on what ultimately was causing my symptoms, and I mean, that was a great relief. And so I just waited until my next appointment that following March.